So what is a superhero? The first thing is that they're super, and also that they have some type of a power, right? Some special ability. So the word super in Hebrew, it sounds very much similar to the Hebrew word for sipor, which means a story. So these are people, heroic people, that their stories are worth telling. And also hero sounds very similar to the Hebrew word for har, which means a mountain. So these are people that climb, that ascend, level after level. Specifically in the Bible, these are biblical greats, are those that ascend in their faith, ascend in their service of God. So that's a superhero, right? Someone who has a story worth telling. Let's say their stories are told in the Bible, or any righteous individual, that their life story is worth telling for generations to come. So it says of Abraham that his days were bo bayamim, his days were filled. So that's like a person who has like a very powerful, has a superpower. What does that mean? It's a person who's maximizing their life, using maximal effort in their service of God. Every moment, making every moment counts. Like Joseph, who maximized in his service of God, maximized his efforts. So that's like a power, a talent, ability that God is giving us, a power of the soul. But in terms of the source of the soul itself, that's our source in faith, and it comes from the first Jew, Abraham, that taught us not only about monotheism, but about that God in the world are not two separate, distinct things. He called God Kel Olam, not God of the world, but God world, meaning that all this miraculous, the wondrous, is to be found in all this godly, is to be found in nature itself. It's all one, together with God. Just like in science, like we've only scratched the surface in terms of discoveries. We have to go deeper and deeper. So too, we've only seen a small little bit of our potential. We've only scratched the surface of our potential. So that's the idea of what is a superhero. That's the lesson for today. Is that we have a sipor, we have a story worth telling. And we are ascending, we're climbing this mountain, but to know that the mountain, everything in the world is all together with God. So again, like for instance, like with the Lubavitcher Rebbe, there's many, many stories of people that came to the Rebbe for blessings, and they received those blessings, and they were healed, and their requests were answered. But we're saying that needs to be part of our service, part of our everyday service, is to see the miraculous in the everyday, to see it as part of the ordinary, to reach this level of Kel Olam, that God and the world are not two separate things, to see the divine providence, how God is orchestrating every event of our lives. And if we expend maximal effort, like we said, the power, if we're a person with power, we're the superpower. What's the superpower? Is that we sipor. We're expending maximal effort, so it's a story worth telling. This is something that for generations, maybe people will be telling the story of how we expended maximal effort in our service of God, like Joseph. So this is a superpower. This is a superhero. We learn this from Abraham, and so to emulate and to see that a person like the Lubavitcher Rebbe in our times was a person that filled every moment with divine service, right, expending maximal effort.